Hi guys, Jamie from Pink Apple Studios here. Now we've been using our new studio now for a few months, and we just thought it was about time that those of you who haven't seen it were giving a bit of a tour. So we figured we'd do just that, and that's what you're watching now. So when you walk into the studio, the first thing you'll see is our cool new key rack. We only got that the other day, and it says welcome, because that's what you want to feel, isn't it? Moving on from that, we have our wall of wonky pictures. Just basically a little bit of a showcase to show you what we can do, really. They are always straightened by myself and by Sharon every single day, but alas, every time we close that door, they go all wonky again. We do try. You come down here, and there's me in the mirror looking all handsome and stuff. We have mirrors here as you come down here, just to give a bit of feeling of light and a bit of space, and also so you can check yourself out, because who doesn't want to check themselves out when they walk into a photo studio, eh? Okay, the main part of the studio itself is the shooting area, which is here. Now, this is the reason why we bought this unit, because the ceilings are huge, and they're white, which is perfect for a studio. We have three main backdrops that we can shoot on. We have the plain wall here, which has got a pulley system on it, which I saw on the internet and was a DIY thing, and do you know what? It's amazing. I don't know why other companies who are much bigger aren't making it, because it's awesome. You can change the backdrop in like 30 seconds. We're next to a railway line, you can probably hear that. Over here as well, this is our main shooting area. We will step all the way back here and shoot across there. We have two colours of rolls at the moment. We've got black and we've got white, which is pretty much what you need. We also have other backgrounds in the walled off area of doom, which you're not going to see because that's just for us. That's where we make our mess. That's not for customers. No chance. Up here behind me, you will see some very, very cool LED lights. Now these are LED floodlights. Now they don't look very particularly bright on camera, but they are really, really cool in person. And they're quite special because they allow us to change the hue or the color to anything we want. So if we've got a specialist shoot and we want to do something that's interesting with colour, then we can do that, and we can use these lights to do it with. We can achieve anything we want to with these, and they are very special indeed. And there's four of these. There's another two over there if we just swing you around and make you dizzy. And yeah, they're very cool. Over here where the chaise is, this is our lovely chaise. You may have seen that some of our 1930 shoots. If you haven't, then check us out, because they're very good. I would say that though, wouldn't I? Behind the chaise there's another black curtain. We can also use that as a backdrop as well, and we sometimes use that for our boudoir stuff. Over here in this corner, this is our storage place where we keep all of the kit that we use on shoots. So we've got light stands up there, we've got tripods, we've got light clips for the backgrounds, other stands, barn doors, gates, things like that. Spare strobe, and these ones here, these are the portable strobes. We use these for if we're out in location or if we're doing something outside, then we use them because they're small and easy to carry. Down there we've got two large constant lights which we use for video. This is the beanbag of fun, and that's I've decided to call it there. It's just a beanbag, but it's a half full beanbag. And the reason that is cool is because if you've got children in, we can throw it in the middle of the floor like that, and then we can get the kids to launch themselves on it. They love it. It's great fun for the adults. It keeps everybody entertained, but it also means we get some really cool shots of kids in mid-flight, and we know they're not going to crash and burn when they actually hit the ground, because they'll land on that. Sometimes we have to fight to get them off. They absolutely love that. Okay, so that's that main part of the studio there. We've got chairs and whatnot, the usual stuff, and a couple of fold-away benches and things for people to sit on. White floor, of course, because you need a white floor. Over here, this is where the dog lives. If you're in here, then the dog will live in there. The dog is pretty much the full-time studio dog. He's currently wandering around there. He had a bit of an injury the other day. He decided to pick a fight with a collie. Considering his size, he actually came off worse. So he's sporting some bald patches, but don't mention it because he's insecure. Alright, this is a table that we try and keep clean, but never works because it's actually quite a busy table. This is our makeup table. If you come in for a shoot, then this will be where you're sat first. You'll get a cup of tea here, and someone will do your makeup and stuff here. We have lots of different kit for makeups and so on there. We specialise in V at home stuff. eyeshadows and stuff like that. Sharon also does nails as well, but not currently as a thing that she wants to actually sell, but if you ask her nicely, she'll do your nails for you. Yeah, so that's basically that. So this is a cool place where you can come, settle down, make yourself look absolutely beautiful, or somebody else will make you look beautiful, while we set up over there and get everything ready for your shoe. Through here is a little sort of loo type area, kitchenette, and this is where we store all of the kiddies' outfits. Of course, the first thing I would pick out would actually be Frozen, wouldn't it? We have Frozen, there's Buzz Lightyear, Spider-Man. Who doesn't want to be Spider-Man and Buzz Lightyear? So that's a good place for you to go and freshen up and so on. Okay, and of course there's these two sofas. Now these are my pride and joy because they are actually, everything moves. I'll take you around here and you can see what I mean. Every single piece of furniture in this studio is dual purpose. So these are all on wheels, and what we do is we slide them into the studio area, plonk your family onto them, and we can do a really cool photo shoot, Simpsons style, with everybody spread out behind me on the sofa, and that looks cool as well. Right, our coffee table. This is the coffee table of emulsion. We call it the coffee table of emulsion because it used to be the coffee table of made up, just we didn't make it ourselves. In fact, it's a stage which we use again for the studio. We can plonk kids on and get them to stand up in it. We painted it with blue emulsion because we thought it would match everything else behind me. That was great, right up until someone spilled a cup of coffee on it, which was actually the day it was painted. So it just became the coffee table of stained emulsion after that. Over here, one of our little things, this has been cleared off this month, but that is actually, it's a little blackboard that we have on the wall there, and anyone who comes through the studio, we get them to sign the name on there, and it gives something, it gives us something to look at, and lets us know that people still love us. Alright, over here in the office, because this is, as they say on Cribs, where the magic happens. Now, before I go in here, I need to point out two things. First of all, there are rules to offices. First rule is, men are not tidy. The second rule is, women are tidy. So when we go into here, you'll see exactly what I mean. So we'll start with the tidy desk, which is Sharon's. So, say hi, Sharon.
Hi. It's not exactly tidy, but thanks.
It's tidier than mine, and you'll see what. Actually, it was tidy up until you came back there then. Okay, so generally her desk is much tidier than mine. At least there is organisation to it. But explain what that is.
This?
Yeah.
This is a little gizmo that I can edit pictures with.
It means you can basically edit pictures without actually having to take your hands off the. You don't need a mouse or anything like that.
No.
And that really greatly speeds up the editing process. And this is my desk. My desk is, according to my own rules, exactly as it should be, which is not particularly tidy. That's how I like it. I tidied it up once and couldn't find anything for days. So this is how I like it. I have chocolate buttons over there for energy because I use a lot of it. Drink over there because we love squash. Me and Sharon adore our squash. We're a bit weird like that, but we drink it by the gallon. Now, when you get your pictures, they come in memory sticks like that. When we put them into that machine there, it copies them to that drive. Also copies them to that computer down there. And then last of all, it copies them to that box over there, which is our server. That means that we have 3 copies of everything in 3 separate locations, and that's how I like things, because you're kind of pushing it. If you don't, you never know what might happen, do you? Behind me on the shelf, these are my stock of old film cameras, which we still use. We still do weddings on film. And over here, the pictures, these are all of our picture frames. If you want a picture frame, then you'll get picture frames done, and we can do them right before your very eyes, right here in the studio, and you can pick out whatever ones you want. We've got various different kinds, various different sizes, and some that match and everything else. So that's cool, and we've got everything there. And over here is our filing cabinet. Now, this is a filing cabinet of lead, we call it. I just make these things up. We don't call it anything. It's just the filing cabinet. This thing weighs about 350 pounds, so we keep all of our documents in it, and we lock it, and it's going nowhere. So that's it. That's our studio. That's everything pretty much. I hope you enjoyed it, and you've got a better idea of how we do what we do and how we do it. Take care. Thank you for watching.